Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How are you all, children? Today we are going to start our second unit called Living Things and Their Classification. Let's begin with dua. Rabbi zidni ilma. O my Lord, increase my knowledge. Have you seen all these living things around you? Every living thing is important in its own way. There are a variety of living things created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These living things include animals as well as plants. Can you name some of them? Yes. You have learned about living things and their needs in junior classes. Can you name some living things starting with each letter of the alphabet? Can you do that? You can pause the video here and make your list. The diversity of living things. Diversity means a variety. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created a variety of beautiful creatures. Did you notice how beautiful and varied the creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are? Subhanallah. This collection of living things includes plants as well as animals. Some of these living creatures live in water while others live on land. So some live in air, like the birds and the honeybee, right? And some of these animals live on land. And plants also live on land. And there are others like fish, whale, and variety of other fishes like the sea urchin, the seahorse, dolphins. They all live in water. Look at these elephants. The baby elephant and the mama elephant. They are a beautiful creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The frog, it lives on water as well as on land. Look at the ant who works hard all day. And the snake. Are you afraid of the snake? I am. The butterflies. The butterflies move from flower to flower, collecting nectar and also brushing their legs on the pollen. And they take pollen from one flower to the other. And as a result, fruit and seeds are produced. What beautiful creature. And the birds. Have you seen birds flying up in the air? At Maghrib, they all rush back to their homes, and early morning they come out to look for their food. And the germs and the viruses that are so tiny that we can't even see them with naked eye. We need microscopes to see them. And without the microscope, we are not able to see them at all with our naked eyes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created different kinds of living things. There is a large number of living things on the planet Earth. They are of different kinds and colors. Did you notice their color? Here we have a bluebird, we have white birds, we have brown birds, and we have beautifully colored parrots. They are of different kinds and colors. They live everywhere, in air, in land, in water, in garbage, on and inside vegetables and fruits, as well as the bodies of other living things. So they live just everywhere. Some are visible to our eyes and some are even not visible. Some are as small as germs and cannot be seen with naked eye. Others are as large as whales and elephants. This shows how diverse Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creations are. So they are so varied, they are so different from one another. Look at all these living things. This is living inside a fruit. And these germs live on the hands. The fish live in water. And the germs are everywhere, scattered all around us. The viruses and the germs. And look at this baby and the caring mother. Allah has created the mother and the child. Look at the glass of milk which has lots of bacteria. And look at the tree. This shows the variety of Allah's creation. The diverse creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have unique and interesting qualities. Let's look at some interesting creatures that are created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Here we have light-producing fish. There are some aquatic animals inside the sea that glow due to the light produced by their own bodies. For example, jellyfish. Here we have an ray, an electric ray. A fish named electric ray makes electricity inside its body. You can get an electric shock if you touch it by accident. Right? So you should be careful. If you don't know about any animal, you should not touch it because it can have strange qualities, right? Like an electric ray. How strange these two animals are. Let's look at some more. Here we have chameleon. A chameleon changes its color. It changes color according to its surroundings. This helps it to hide from its enemies. So this is its way of protecting itself from its enemies. Here is a Venus flytrap which eats worms and insects. This plant called a Venus flytrap eats animals. Isn't it strange? Have you ever seen such a plant? Just look how it is capturing the insect and then the insect is going to vanish. Similarities and differences. All these creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are similar because they share the same basic characteristics of living things. They are also similar because they all need air, water, food and shelter, but are different in some ways. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? They are so beautiful creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are so many creatures on the earth that Allah has created with different qualities, different sizes, different habits, different colors. And that's the beauty of Allah's creation. Now here is a task for you. You have to try this. You have to find the similarities and differences between the whale and the giraffe. What is the question? So the question is, how are a whale and a giraffe similar? How are they different? So this is your question. And then you have to write on your own, what do you think is the answer? So your answer will be your own personal answer. What do you need to do? You need to search information about a whale and a giraffe and what do they eat and where do they live. How will you find out? Read information about the whale and giraffe from various books, from the internet, and then finally, when you have gathered the information, you will know what happened and you will draw a Venn diagram or a T-chart to compare them. Finally, you will write what did you find out. what is your conclusion? In a short paragraph of 2 to 3 or to 4 sentences, you will write what did you actually find out about them. 3 tasks which you will do in your notebooks. Number 1, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creations are diverse. Explain how. Write about 4 unique qualities that different animals have. Write differences and similarities between an elephant and a monkey in a Venn diagram. So these 3 tasks are for you to do. Okay? That's all for today. Jazakallahu khairan. See you in the next video with more information and lots of science learning. Allah Hafiz.